Hello, guys, and welcome to my rant slash review of episode 14 of Riverdale, which Archie Andrews, what the fuck is happening to you? Okay, now first let me say, when I first saw those guys outside the store and the guy inside the store, I was like, oh, yep, those are the guys that come to the cabin. I didn't know they were gonna break in. Like, I didn't know that. But I knew that those were gonna be the guys. And like the promo is misleading because I thought she was looking at papers and this person was just standing behind her, but it was actually her getting her wallet for this person standing behind her, and thankfully they had a silent alarm. But Archie, Jughead, I love Jughead so much. You know this. I love him so fucking much. He is me. I am him. Like, oh, I know you love conspiracies, Jughead, and stuff, but it's like, bitch, this ain't a conspiracy. He's buying everything. Yeah, he's letting them live there in the trailer parks, but for how long? Hi, you, Veronica couldn't name one thing that Hiram did that's a good thing. So why all of a sudden would he be trying to make amends? You think he gives a shit about Southside? About the Southside? No, he doesn't give a shit. He bought the trailer parks because he's eventually going to evict them and tear it down and use it for land. He bought the newspaper, so silence the people. Which, I mean, Hal selling the newspaper? Fuck you, Hal. Like, shouldn't it be Hal and Alice's decision? Like, I don't, like, that makes no sense. But I hated it because Jughead like Jughead is speaking the truth, like he's saying everything that should be said and they're all just like blowing it off until finally Betty finds out that he bought the newspaper and then she's all mad and it's like, see, he's buying up everything. The only newspaper in the whole entire town, sorry, he bought so that there could be nothing written bad about him, so no one could know any of his dirty little deeds. But you know what? It's called a school newspaper. And it's also called Jughead. He'll take you down, because trust me, Hiram, Archie might have his head so far up your ass that he can't see straight, but Jughead's onto you. He knows what you're up to, and he's figuring it out step by step. Now, no one wants to listen to Jughead, but Jughead is right on the money, which thankfully next episode, finally Archie hopefully is going to start helping figure out Hiram's real plans. Since Jughead is his best friend. Like, I loved Jughead and Betty telling Veronica and Archie off. Like, oh my god, when Jughead was like, Veronica has you wrapped around her little finger, and then Betty's like, and other parts, I was like, BAM! Hell fucking yes. Because you know what, Veronica? First off, get your own fucking bags and don't like just boss Archie to do it. Which Archie, you are. You're like wrapped around her finger. And oh my god, Jughead even said what we all think and say. Do they ever just like have a conversation, or is this just how they uh figure things out, have sex? Like it's so true every time. It's instead of talking, it's sex, 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 sex. And it's like what the fuck? But but yeah, Archie. Okay, but yeah, so like I am really fed up with Archie and him being a Hiram's ass. Um, I mean, like Archie, like Archie. Veronica is not the only person in your life. You barely know her. You haven't even known her that long. And you know how shady and messed up her family business is, and you're just like okay with it. Now, granted, I'm not okay with these people attacking them, breaking into the cabin, but I mean, it was clear, that's why we saw the gun on Andre, because it came into play later on. But it was clear what Andre was going to do to the guy, and I understand Archie, of course, walks away, and of course you're going to hear a gunshot, and that's what we heard, because he shot him, he killed him, which I think is a little too much. I mean, I, I, I mean, the cops could have done a better job, arresting him, putting him in jail. I mean, it's like, if you do anything, it could be super fucking small to the lodges, you end up dead apparently. that's how they do their business. That's how they do their life. They kill people who mess with them. And it's like Archie, it's like, open your eyes, Archie. Open your fucking eyes. Stop being so blinded by how awesome Hiram is to you and how Veronica and you love her and stuff. And it's like Archie is just pissing me off. And finally, he's gonna come around, I'm guessing, next episode. Also because his dad's gonna run for mayor, and so is Hermione, and he's worried that they're gonna use him as a pawn. Which, if you don't fucking step up for your dad, then I'm done with you, Archie. I am so done with you. Because right now, you pissed me off this episode. Like, I was on Team Jughead all the way. I always am. But they always downplay what he says. They always make it like he's crazy. But he's not crazy. He's telling the truth. He's telling it like it is. Veronica, open your eyes. Your dad isn't a good guy. Sorry, not sorry. Huh? Deal with it. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, anyways. Yeah, he is not a good guy. I just loved Jughead at going after Archie and Veronica and Betty too. Like, I love Jughead and Betty going after Archie and Veronica. And it's like, yes. Like, oh man, if those three guys wouldn't have broken in, it would have even got more intense. Like, it's so true though. Like, Jughead is right. Like, Archie is so, like, everything Jughead said to Archie was spot on. Same with Betty saying it to Veronica. Spot on. It's true. You're wrapped around her little finger, Archie. You're up Hiram's ass. Let's hope that when he let's hope next episode he is the spy who's giving this intel to Jughead, because this is his best friend. You know, this is his livelihood. Don't you think you would choose him over a girl you barely know and her father who kills people? Who had, oh no, I'm sorry. He doesn't kill people. He has other people kill for him. Because that's the way he works. That's the way he does business. And he's buying up everything in town. I mean, he bought the trailer parks. That's not making amends. In my mind, that's, oh, I'm going to make you think you're safe and everything's good, but then you're out and we take the land. The newspaper. Oh, well, you can't say anything bad about me now. You can't say what I'm doing with my business because I own the newspaper. He is controlling everything. Okay, Hiram needs to be taken down, and he needs to be taken down quick. Like, Jughead is on a quest to find the truth, and I am with him 100%, and Archie next episode better start being with him, or I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna keep going off on Archie, because Archie pissed me off this episode. Like, he's just so stuck on, like, Veronica. It's like it's just annoying to me. Like, first off, this is your best friend Jughead, your best friend Betty, and you're still like, I understand Veronica's your girlfriend, you love her, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, go have sex again. But, like, come on, dude. Like, fucking open your eyes and see the truth that you know is there. I mean, now, also the Black Hood thing. You know that wasn't the Black Hood, so I don't know why he brought that up. He knows that wasn't the actual Black Hood. I understand why he brought it up. He was just giving an example, like he hesitated, which I don't think you would have shot him, Archie. Plus, you know he wasn't a Black Hood, so, I mean, the Black Hood's clearly still out there. Dude, he keeps talking about his father being shot and finding the guy, and he's talking to Hiram about it, and it's like, I'm thinking, why are you talking to Hiram? Hiram knows. He hired Tallboy to shoot him. Or someone. He hired someone. I know Hiram had Fred shot. I know it. It was not the Black Hood. I just don't believe it. And if it was, then Hiram's behind it. It's as simple as that. That's all I'm saying. So, I can't wait till the truth comes out about Hiram and what he's up to and what he's trying to do to the south side and now the north side, because he took the newspaper. I think that he just took the newspaper because he doesn't want anyone to talk about him. He wants to control the news. No freedom of speech in his world, you know. But Archie, man. I mean, sorry. It's like Hiram asking him, like, is that okay with you? Like, Andre shooting that kid? And it's like, he talks about the Black Hood and stuff, and it's just like, God, Archie, like, where are they warping your mind? Like, you can't honestly be okay with an innocent guy getting shot. I understand what he did was wrong, and it could have went a lot worse if they didn't have the silent alarm. But he was killed in cold blood. Like, he was shot point blank. Simple as that. There was nothing, no cops, no investigation, no pleading. Done. And Archie, it's just like it's like he's so far in this fucking family. It's like his mind is warped, and it's like I don't know what it's gonna take for him to get the fuck out of this like fucking thing. It's like get out, come on, snap out of it. I'm getting upset, but I hate that they make Jughead seem crazy. Like, Jughead is right. Okay? Like, it's so clear he's right. You guys might think it's conspiracies, but that doesn't make it not true. Like, okay? Like, dude, like, it just gets me. Like, I just loved Jughead telling Archie off and saying, you're wrapped around Veronica's finger and you're, if you would stop being up Hiram's ass and all that stuff. I love when he said that because it's so fucking true. Archie, are you Archie anymore? Or are you Veronica Hiram Archie? Or Hiram Veronica? Like, which are you even you? Or are you just Hiram and Veronica, Well, I'm going to listen to Hiram today. I'm going to listen to Veronica tomorrow. And then, maybe I'll be myself one day. Like, come on, Archie. He better open his eyes next episode. And I mean, if his dad's gonna be put in the middle of this, which he already is, but if he's gonna be put farther in the middle of this, then Archie damn right better step up to this plate and protect his fucking dad. Because if he doesn't, then there's no hope for Archie at all. Sorry. But I know he's going to. But this episode, Archie just really got me. Like, and he's a kid. He's a teenager. He shouldn't be involved in with people like Hiram. Like, he just shouldn't. Or be around people like Andre. He just shouldn't. Like, Veronica's not a good influence on him. Like, do you realize, I'm not saying, like, everything's her fault, but she's not really a good influence at all. Her family is a horrible influence on Archie. And they're, like, warping his mind, and he's willingly doing it, and it's like, holy shit, Archie, wake the fuck up. Hopefully he does next episode, which I think he will, because I'm guessing he's the one who's giving intel to Jughead. I hope at least. I mean, who else could it be? Who has inside scoop? It would have to be Archie, which, I mean, Archie, you should. Like, come on, dude. It's time to step up. I mean, especially after Andre shot that kid. Like, okay, yes, I know what he did was wrong, but I mean, the responsible and right thing to do is call the cops and have him arrested instead of shoot him point blank. I mean, Archie, you have to feel something. You have to care. You can't just say, it needed to be done, I know he has to care. So, yeah, there's all that. Also, Roberto, like, I don't understand how this was a great Archie and Betty episode. Like, they had no scenes, just the two of them. They shared, like, a few glances, and the kiss was talked about for, like, a minute. Like, what was so great about this episode that Barchie fans would love? Like, you just totally hyped up this episode, and it was total shit when it came to Barchie scenes. No offense, but it was. I think we can agree. But the Jughead and Veronica scene, this is why I'm happy, because, even though the Barchie scenes were just pure shit, and we got nothing, I loved the kiss between Jughead and Veronica. First off, it was fucking intense. Like, they were kissing for a good while, longer than Archie and Betty. And Archie was getting upset. But oh my god, when Veronica said that her and Jughead should kiss, I didn't think he was going to agree with it. But it's because he wanted to see, like, Archie's face and be like, because he is upset about the kiss, of course. They are. Like, you can't just say you're not upset. Like, of course you're going to be upset deep down. But it's like, I was surprised Jughead was, like, so willing to kiss. And then when she was, like, coming to kiss, he was all, like, surprised. But then they just went for it. And they were kissing for a good while. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, oh my god, that kiss. Oh, God, the tension and just the undeniable chemistry. Like, I just want them to get. And they even said Bughead. Bughead. Oh my god. It's Jeronica. But Bughead. Like, oh my god, that kiss was, whoo! Yes, please. More, more, more. I love them. Oh, but Archie's face and Betty's face, oh my god. And I was just, like, so shocked how long that kiss went on for, because I was thinking, oh my god. Like, I was thinking it was just going to be quick kiss. But that kiss went on and on and on and on. And I'm just like, whoa, okay, I'm here for it. I need more of this. But yeah, Archie was pissed, to say the least. And then, of course, to help him get over being pissed about Jughead, you know, threatening his masculinity. I can't even say it. Whatever. Um, threatening his manlyhood. She decides, oh, let's have sex. That's a good workout. And he's like, I'm tired, Ronnie. And it's like, yeah, Ronnie, stop always thinking sex fixes every fucking problem. Yeah, but Betty and Jughead might break up a lot, but you guys have sex a lot. When you should have conversations, you have sex instead. So you both have horrible relationships, okay? Both of you guys, both couples suck. There's no, their relationship sucks in their own way, okay? So Veronica and Archie have no room to talk about them breaking up 1,000 times when all they ever do is have sex, 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 sex. Like, damn. Like, talk things out. Or at least, like, yeah, they'll talk a little bit and then go right to sex. Or they'll just go right to sex to begin with. It's like, damn, do you have conversations? Do you do anything other than have sex or kiss or make out or now I now Cheryl, this episode, I felt bad for her, like her mom is such a bitch. Her mom is disgusting also, like ew. What diseases are you getting? Because I don't want to even know. Like, you probably getting a ton of diseases, like ugh. And Hal Cooper was the best thing. Like, ew. Ew. Like, Hal Cooper isn't even the best thing. If there was no one else on the planet, he still wouldn't be the best thing. Like, come on. Neither would you, Penelope. You guys deserve each other, actually. Alice is done with Hal anyways, and Chick is fucking creepy. Oh my, I'll get into him in a second. But I felt bad for Cheryl. Like, it was nice to see her vulnerable with Tony, and Tony, even though Cheryl is a bitch, just kept coming back because she knew she was hurting. And, I mean, we got to hear about someone Cheryl loved, that we didn't know, Heather, that she's been bisexual this whole time, and she had someone that she loved and loved her back. But her mom, of course, quickly ended that because it's her mom and that's what she does. But, oh, I'm sorry for the music in the background, but that's my brother. He's being an asshole. Um, but it was so awesome to like hear that because I never knew that, because when she was talking, I was thinking she's not talking about Jason because she's talking in like a romantic sense. So I was thinking, ew, she can't be talking about her brother. And then Tony says, your brother Jason, I heard you were close, and she's like, no, Heather. And I'm like, what? And it's like I knew her mom would be against her being bisexual or being with the girl. I'm not surprised. Like that. God, I love finding that out. That was so, I would never know that. And I feel for Cheryl. I do. I mean, I understand why she told Jughead. I mean, she's upset. Of course, she is alone. Of course, she's being told no one will love her. She's never been loved. She's alone, constantly told that. And then, well, it's her own fault for always kind of putting herself in these situations, like they're talking just them four, and then she has to come in and say, hey, where are we going? And it's like, it's kind of couples only, sorry. Like, I feel bad for her, but they didn't invite you. Like, they didn't tell you to come in and listen, but I feel bad for her. Like, she deserves someone. Like, she really does. And Tony is that person. She deserves someone who will love her, who will accept her for who she is, who will. It's kind of like FP and Alice. Alice is like a bitch, kind of, but FP loves it and accepts it. Whereas Cheryl is a bitch, and Tony accepts it and will grow to love it, and I'm sure she already loves it. It's like, because they're alike, but from different sides of the tracks, but they're alike, and that's what makes it so special. Like, I can't wait to see more Cheryl and Tony. That was really sweet scene. Like, I mean, the motherfucking hard eyes Cheryl had at Tony at the movie theaters, like, I'm just saying, that was some motherfucking hard eyes if I've ever seen them. And then the hand holding. Oh my God, I'm so ready for Cheryl and Tony. Cheryl deserves happiness. She really does. Her mom is such a bitch. If I was her, I wouldn't even listen to her mom anymore. Like, I'd be like, fuck you, mom. You're a whore. Like, sorry. But I'm just saying. So I understand why Cheryl told Jughead, and I'm glad she did. Like, I thought she was going to tell, like, whenever she wasn't invited. But instead, she called Jughead and told him, which was still to the same effect. I'm just not really happy with how this kiss is being handled. Just everything now that's going on isn't making sense to what you're hearing about in future episodes. So I'm kind of like, I trust the writers, but at the same time, they're not really. It's like so much stuff is happening one episode, and then the next episode, the same stuff is happening, but a different way, and then so forth and so forth. You know what I mean? Like, one episode is telling you one thing, and then the next episode contradicts everything the last episode told you, and it's like, okay, so wait, what is going on? Like, how do we get to the triangle? I know we have a while to go, because episode 19, we're only going into episode 15 now, but I'm still, like, kind of, like, interested to see how this is gonna go. Um, yeah, what else can I talk about? Oh, Chick. Okay, Chick is fucking creepy. Like, I knew it. I knew it. Now he's cutting Polly out of the picture because for some reason she's back now with the two babies, maybe to stay, I guess. I don't know. But she's back and he wants her gone because I knew she was next. He cut out Hal. I knew it was going to be Polly next. And now that she's back, he cut out Polly and he's like to Betty, wasn't it so much better when it was me, when it was you, me, and my mom? And it's like, am I gonna be cut out of the picture next? Because you're freaking me the fuck out. Like, no offense, but if I was Betty, I'd be like, he trying to cut me out of the picture too. Like, he's fucking nuts. There's no good reasonings for what he's doing. He's fucking nuts. Like, I don't know I know he's been through a lot, but there's something going on. I don't know what's going. He's just so creepy, and then just standing there when Jughead doesn't even see him, like just standing there, and then saying if anybody found out, it'd be bad for Alice and Betty, and it's like because of you, self-defense, my fucking ass. It was not self-defense, dude. He probably did this on purpose so that he could never lose them because he would always have this to hold over their head. Think about that. Chick has an agenda, and he's smart and creepy as fuck. And they said we were going to meet a creepier person than Chick in this episode. I assumed it meant this episode, but I didn't meet anybody creepier. I mean, who else was creepier? No one. But, oh my god, like, I can't wait for next episode. But I was just full on Jughead, 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 because I was with them 100%. I don't care if it's conspiracy theory or not. To me, it is true. To Jughead, it is true. And now Betty seeing that Hiram bought the newspaper is just proving more that he is trying to control everything. Veronica, open your eyes. I know it's your dad, but at the same time, okay, of course you're going to pick your family over your friends, but, I mean, this is their livelihood. This is their job. This is their homes. This is their school. This is their land, I mean, he had Tallboy cut off the fucking head of the general to make it look like the serpents. I mean, your dad will do anything to get what he wants. He will do anything to control everything. I just can't wait for Jughead to continue on this quest of taking Hiram down, because I will be right with them, doing the detective work, right with them, and I hope it's Archie that's giving him the intel, because it's the only person I could think of, because I don't see Veronica doing it, and also Veronica says if my dad ever found out you snitched, you know what he would do to you, which probably kill him, because, hey, that's what he does to everyone who wrongs the lodges. He kills them. But Archie needs to start giving intel, because this shit's going down. I mean, this is their town. The lodges, Hiram and Hermione might have grew up here, but they eventually moved to New York. And that's where Veronica lived for most of her life. And then they moved to Riverdale because they had to. And it's like, you can't really consider this your town. And even if you did, you're destroying your own town. But you don't care because you have your own agenda. Like, ugh! Like, I can't wait. Like, I am so excited for Archie to finally open his eyes and start helping by finding the truth in what Hiram is doing and finding the truth behind what he is saying. Like, I just cannot wait to see more of this. And also, I want to see, like, I want the Black Hood to come back into the storyline. Like, I want to see Black Hood. Also, Nick comes back. I did not know this until I saw a video of him and Camila, and I was like, whoa, Graham Phillips is back as Nick? I didn't know he was coming back. So I'm super intrigued as to what episode he's in and why he's back. Like, ooh, getting closer to the Hiram stuff. Maybe because Jughead, investigates the Nick St. Clair accident and, connects it to Hiram doing it, which I'm sure Nick already knows it was Hiram's doing. That's why, he told Archie, be careful because if Veronica smells blood, she'll come after you, which is totally true. It's the only reason he told her about the kiss is because she knew something was wrong, and he couldn't say he's talking to an FBI agent, who's not really one. But yeah, this episode was really good. I mean, I'm just upset that I'm not really disappointed. I'm just upset that, well, you know what? I am disappointed in the writers and upset that they didn't promote Barchie at all this episode, right? And they kept saying, if you're an Archie and Betty fan, you're going to want to watch episode 14. But I don't see what was so great about episode 14 that Barchie fans needed to see it. I mean, more Jughead and Veronica fans needed to see this than Barchie fans. I mean, I don't know, like, that's what I don't get, like, that's the only thing, like, yeah, this was a great Jeronica episode, because I love, that kiss went on longer than I expected, I loved it, but as for Barchie, I mean, what was there? Nothing. I mean, we still haven't even got just them two to talk about the kiss, like, the kiss is just constantly being talked about, but very short and glossed over, and it's like, and I love whenever Jughead's like to Archie, it's just a kiss, right? And it's like, oh, because, Jughead's pissed. But is it just a kiss? No, it's not, because you wouldn't be upset if it was just a kiss. Like, I'm just saying, like, oh my god, but that was amazing. But as far as Barchie, I honestly expected to get some great Barchie scenes, and yet nothing. I mean, we didn't even get a scene of just them two. Like, what? Like, how was this good for Barchie fans? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm disappointed in the writers, and I'm disappointed that they got us hyped up for nothing. But, thankfully, Jughead and Veronica saved the day for me, and that made me happy, and I will watch videos of them constantly now that the kiss will be involved, and just the way they look at each other, they need to be together. The tension, like, Bughead and Barchie just are not good relationships. Bughead breaks up too much, and Barchie has sex too much. Like, they don't really communicate, and he's too integrated in her family, and her dad and him are like buddy. It's so weird. And I swear to God, if I'm right and Hiram did hire someone to shoot Fred and Archie finds out, woo, mind fucking blown. I can't wait to see his face when he finds out that Hiram is the person who had his dad shot. That would be epic. That is why it needs to be true, which I think it is true, and that is why it needs to happen. Because, Archie, who was all for Hiram, finds out that he's the one who actually shot his dad, or had someone shoot his dad. But then, next episode, you also see that he is feeding Jughead intel, because he should be, because, I mean, something really big is going on that could affect everyone, and people need to know. Oh, also, okay, Midge and Moose. Okay, Midge clearly does not know the whole Moose and Kevin situation, so I don't know why Moose said that. That was weird. Midge is really nice. Like, I like her. Like, and I feel kind of bad because she doesn't even know that Moose is, like, in the closet, but not, and that him and Kevin had this sort of thing going on, and it's like, Kevin's just, like, sitting there awkwardly, like, thinking, oh god, like, because he thought Midge knew, but she clearly did not, so he was very uncomfortable. Josie telling Kevin, I understand that. I would have too, probably, because I would have been upset at my mom. I would have been upset that, I mean, when I heard that Kevin's mom is overseas, I definitely would have been like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm telling Kevin, like, I mean, my mom and dad are already getting divorced. My family's already broken up. Maybe I can save yours. Which I know at the same time it's not right to say it because, like it's gonna cause like it's gonna just not be a good thing. You don't want him to hear it from you, but at the same time I understand why Josie said it. I would have said it too probably. And I mean in the end it did work out. Now they're gonna talk about it more. And it's gonna progress and it's going to take time because of course he's still married, she's going through a divorce, but Josie and Kevin seem to be on board, or at least on board with the idea of them and talking about where they go from here, which I'm super excited about. I mean, could you imagine Kevin and Josie siblings? Like more Kevin and Josie scenes. That would be awesome. I love that. But yeah, so that is what I wanted to say about episode 14. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was fucking really good. Like, what else could I say? Like, also the necklace that, oh, wait, oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say the necklace that Hiram gave Archie at the end. I was like, what necklace is that? And I was like, oh, that's the one Archie got Veronica for Christmas, so never mind. Let me make sure. Did I forget anything? Did I forget? Did I forget? Did I forget? No, I really didn't really forget anything. So, yeah, that is what I have to say about episode 14. Barchie let down, but, what can you fucking expect, apparently? I just wish they wouldn't have hyped it up so much. Well, not hyped it up, but made it like, oh, they hyped it up in the sense of saying if you're an Archie and Betty fan, you need to watch episode 14. And also, they didn't promote them, which I guess meant because I guess why they didn't promote them is because there was nothing to promote. So, yeah, I was wrong, disappointed. But that's okay. Jughead and Veronica made up for it. God, I want them together. Like that tension and chemistry, and it's only gonna get worse. Like Jughead and Veronica are gonna keep butting heads, and woo, they better. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. I can't wait for episode 15. We're back on schedule. Woo woo. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.